The Science and Environment correspondent of the Straits Times, in an article of 11th February 2021, observed that upon closer inspection, the government's Singapore Green Plan 2030 was, and I quote, more or less a compilation of existing sustainability initiatives, unquote, even as she acknowledged there were some new targets worth watching. As such, the decision to raise petrol duties came like an ill-timed bolt from the blue. The government's move towards a future where electric vehicles replace internal combustion vehicles is arguably one central plank of the Green Plan, nudging Singaporeans to select more environmentally friendly vehicles. However, there is much frustration and unhappiness on the ground with respect to the timing of the hike in petrol prices to support this goal. The main reason for this is that the infrastructure and registration regime for a greater adoption of EVs has not even been rolled out, but yet rolled out in great numbers, but yet the petrol duty hike was implemented immediately on budget day. Even the road tax rebate is slated only to kick in 6 months later. So many Singaporeans are asking, why do petrol duties go up immediately, all at one go? Did DPM consider a phased and gradual increase of the petrol duties in step with the availability of EVs as a realistic consumer choice and a rise in their numbers on the roads in the years to come? Furthermore, given the economic environment and uncertainty, there is a real prospect of a simultaneous cost of living pain point, with the government committed to raise the GST well before the general elections, and in my estimation at least over a window that traverses 2022 to 2023, after the petrol duty subsidies ends. For middle-class Singaporeans or the sandwich class who do not qualify for the full extent of GST subsidies in particular, and for whom EVs may not be a compelling option in the short term, the next few years may well precipitate added cost of living pressures. Sir, I acknowledge the rebates Minister has announced alongside the petrol duty hike. These are expected to offset the petrol duty hike of up to a year for taxis and motorcycles and around 7 to 8 months for cars. Even so, I urge the government to review this budget announcement and implement a more thoughtfully phased-in increase of the petrol duty in proportion to the actual growth of EV usage on the roads. The rebates proposed can be given out in a similarly phased manner. Such a move will be fairer for road users as compared to the Minister's current plan, which is also implicitly contingent on a large number of EV charging points becoming available in 12 months' time when the subsidies end. In comparison, the government's roadmap for 60,000 EV points has 2030 as its end.